Wayne Pietila stands in the Georgetown airport. June 23, 1978. Ticket to California in his hand. He escaped Jonestown 3 days ago. Walked through jungle. Hid from search parties. Made it to Georgetown. Made it to the U.S. Embassy. Warned them about Jim Jones. About the cyanide. About the suicide drills. About 900 people trapped. They didn't believe him. Said they needed proof. Said one testimony isn't enough. Said they'd look into it. Wayne knows what that means. Nothing. They'll do nothing. So he's leaving. Flying to California. Getting away. Saving himself. His mother is still in Jonestown. But she chose to stay. He chose to leave. That's the deal. He's at the gate. Boarding starts in 20 minutes. Then his name is called over the airport speakers. Wayne Pietila. Please come to the courtesy phone. Urgent call. Wayne freezes. Nobody knows he's here. Nobody except the embassy. He walks to the phone. Picks up. The voice on the other end is familiar. Calm. Friendly. Terrifying. Wayne. It's Jim. We need to talk. If you want to understand how manipulation works even after you escape, subscribe now. Because this story reveals the phone call that brought a man back to his own death. Jonestown, Guyana. June 10, 1978. Wayne Pietila has been living here for 8 months. He's 31 years old. Joined People's Temple 5 years ago in San Francisco. Believed in the vision. Socialist paradise. Racial equality. Community. Purpose. Gave everything to the cause. Moved to Jonestown when Jones called. Thought he was building utopia. Took him 8 months to realize he was living in prison. The realization came slowly. First month was honeymoon period. Everything seemed legitimate. Hard work but meaningful. Community but voluntary. Leadership but reasonable. Then small things started adding up. The guards at the perimeter. The confiscated passports. The monitored mail. The speaker system playing Jones's voice constantly. The white nights. Emergency drills where Jones announced enemies were attacking. Where everyone had to drink from cups. Where Jones said it was poison. Where people waited to die. Then Jones laughing. Just a test. Just loyalty. But next time might be real. Wayne started noticing other things. People who questioned Jones disappeared into the extended care unit. Medical building. But nothing medical happened there. Just isolation. Punishment. Re-education. People came out different. Quieter. More compliant. More afraid. Wayne kept his head down. Worked in the fields. Followed rules. Stayed invisible. But he was planning. Watching. Waiting for opportunity. His mother arrived in April. Margaret Pietila. 58 years old. True believer. More committed to Jones than Wayne ever was. She loved Jonestown. Loved the community. Loved the purpose. Didn't see the guards as prison. Saw them as protection. Didn't see the white nights as rehearsals for death. Saw them as preparation for persecution. Didn't see Jones as unstable dictator. Saw him as visionary leader under attack. Wayne tried to tell her. Tried to show her what was really happening. She wouldn't listen. Called him disloyal. Told Jones he was having doubts. Jones called Wayne to his cabin. Private conversation. Just the two of them. Your mother says you're struggling. Says you're questioning the vision. Jones looked worse than usual. Sunglasses indoors. Sweating despite the fans. Hands shaking slightly. "I'm just tired, Father. Long hours in the fields." Jones leaned forward. "Don't lie to me, Wayne. I see everything. I know everything. You want to leave. You think you can escape." Wayne's blood went cold. "No, Father. I'm committed." Jones smiled. Not a friendly smile. "Good. Because if you did leave, your mother would pay the price. She'd face inquiry. Face judgment. Face the consequences of raising a traitor. You wouldn't want that." The message was clear. Wayne was trapped. His mother was the chain. The leverage. The reason he couldn't run. Jones had done this before. Kept families separated. Made each member responsible for the others. Made leaving impossible without sacrificing someone you love. Wayne went back to work. But the threat changed something. Made escape necessary instead of just desirable. Made staying unbearable. He started planning seriously. Watched the guard rotations. Studied the jungle paths. Calculated distances. The port at Port Kaituma was 6 miles through jungle. If he could get there, he could get to Georgetown. Get to the embassy. Get away. The question was timing. When to run. When the risk was worth it. June 20th gave him the answer. Another white night. 3 in the morning. Speakers blaring. Everyone to the pavilion. Jones on stage. More unhinged than usual. They're coming. The CIA. The mercenaries. Tonight might be the night. Tonight we might have to choose. Cups distributed. Same drill. But something felt different. Jones's voice had a finality. A resignation. Like this might not be practice anymore. Like this might be real. People drank. Waited. Wayne drank too. Had to. Refusing meant punishment. Meant extended care unit. Meant worse. He waited with everyone else. 30 minutes. 45. People starting to panic. Starting to cry. Starting to realize this might actually be it. Then Jones laughing. Not yet. Not tonight. But soon. Be ready. Wayne made his decision that night. Next chance he got, he was running. Didn't matter about his mother. Didn't matter about consequences. Staying meant dying. Soon. The chance came 2 days later. June 20th. Wayne was assigned to a supply run. Truck going to Port Kaituma for food deliveries. 3 guards. But at the port, chaos. Delivery truck broke down. Guards distracted trying to fix it. Wayne saw his moment. Walked away from the truck. Into the market. Into the crowd. Kept walking. Nobody stopped him. Nobody noticed. Or if they did, they didn't care. He walked to the edge of town. Into the jungle. Started running. He ran for 6 hours. Following the coast. Staying off roads. Hiding when he heard vehicles. By nightfall he reached a small village. Found a family who let him sleep in their barn. Next morning he walked to Georgetown. Took 2 days. Sleeping rough. Eating nothing. Just walking. Driven by fear that Jones's people would catch him. That they'd drag him back. That he'd end up in extended care unit. Or worse. Georgetown appeared like another world. Cars. People. Freedom. Wayne went straight to the U.S. Embassy. Walked in covered in mud and sweat and fear. Asked to speak to someone about an emergency. About American citizens in danger. They put him in a room with a State Department official. Wayne told everything. The white nights. The suicide drills. The cyanide he'd seen in the medical building. The people held against their will. The paranoid dictator planning mass death. The official listened. Took notes. Asked questions. Then said the words Wayne was learning to hate. Do you have proof? I lived there. I saw it. That's testimony. We need corroboration. Physical evidence. Without it, we can't take action. Wayne wanted to scream. 900 people are going to die. What more proof do you need? The official's face was sympathetic but firm. We've had reports about Jonestown before. Concerned relatives. Disgruntled ex-members. Most of it is exaggerated. Without solid evidence, we can't justify intervention. Wayne left the embassy. Went to a cheap hotel. Used money he'd saved secretly over months. Small amounts. Hidden. For this moment. For escape. He called his brother in California. Told him what happened. His brother wired money for a plane ticket. Wayne bought it that afternoon. Flight leaving June 23. 3 days away. He spent those 3 days in the hotel room. Door locked. Curtains closed. Terrified Jones would find him. Would send people. Would drag him back. June 23. Morning. Wayne checked out of the hotel. Took a taxi to the airport. Checked his bag. Got his boarding pass. Sat in the waiting area. Watching everyone. Looking for temple members. Looking for guards. Seeing threats everywhere. His flight was called for boarding. He stood up. Walked toward the gate. Almost there. Almost safe. Almost free. Then the airport speakers. Wayne Pietila. Please come to the courtesy phone. Urgent call. Wayne stopped walking. Nobody knew he was here. Nobody except the embassy. And they wouldn't call. Wouldn't care. He looked at the gate. Looked at the courtesy phone desk. Looked at his ticket. He could ignore it. Could board the plane. Could leave. But something made him walk to the phone. Curiosity maybe. Or the trained obedience of 5 years in People's Temple. Or the part of him that still couldn't quite believe he was really leaving. He picked up the phone. Hello? Wayne. It's Jim. We need to talk. The voice was calm. Friendly. The voice Jones used when he wanted something. When he was performing. When he was manipulating. Wayne's hand tightened on the phone. How did you know I was here? I know everything, Wayne. I told you that. I have people everywhere. Embassy. Airport. Government. You can't hide from me. Wayne looked around the airport. Scanning faces. Looking for watchers. Seeing everyone as potential temple members. What do you want? I want you to come home. You made a mistake. You let fear overcome your commitment. But I understand. I forgive. Come back. All is forgiven. I'm not coming back. Jones's voice stayed calm. Wayne, think about your mother. She's devastated. Crying every day. Asking where you are. Asking what she did wrong. Asking if you hate her. You're breaking her heart. The manipulation was obvious. Textbook. But it worked anyway. Because his mother was there. Was in Jonestown. Was under Jones's control. Wayne tried to stay strong. She can leave too. Tell her to come to Georgetown. We'll leave together. Jones laughed. She doesn't want to leave. She loves it here. She's happy. She just wants her son back. Is that so much to ask? She's being manipulated. Or you are. By the enemy. By the forces trying to destroy us. Wayne, you've been in Jonestown 8 months. In that time, did I ever hurt you? Did anyone harm you? You worked hard, yes. But was it slavery or was it purpose? You followed rules, yes. But was it oppression or was it structure? You prepared for the end, yes. But was it paranoia or was it prudent planning? Wayne had no good answer. Because Jones was right in a twisted way. Wayne hadn't been physically hurt. Hadn't been beaten. Hadn't been starved. The abuse was psychological. Subtle. Hard to quantify. Hard to explain to people who weren't there. Jones continued. I'm offering you one chance. Come back. Today. I'll send a truck to the airport. You'll be here by tonight. We'll have a welcome celebration. Your mother will be so happy. Everything will be forgiven. You'll be part of the family again. And if I don't? Jones's voice hardened slightly. Then you're making a choice. You're choosing the enemy over family. You're choosing yourself over community. And your mother will know that. Will live with that. Will die knowing her son abandoned her. The threat was veiled but clear. Die knowing. Not might die. Will die. Jones was telling Wayne that something was coming. That his mother's time was limited. That if Wayne didn't come back, he'd never see her again. And he'd have to live with that. This is manipulation, Wayne said weakly. This is love, Jones countered. This is giving you a chance to do the right thing. The loving thing. The selfless thing. Your mother needs you, Wayne. Don't abandon her. Don't let the enemy win. Wayne looked at the departure gate. His plane was boarding. Last call. He could hang up. Could run. Could get on that plane and never look back. Save himself. Let his mother make her own choices. Let whatever happens happen. Or he could go back. Could face Jones. Could try to convince his mother to leave. Could try one more time to save her. The choice should have been obvious. Save yourself. You can't help her if you're trapped too. You escape now and work from outside. Get authorities involved. Force intervention. That's the smart play. That's the rational choice. But guilt isn't rational. Love isn't logical. And Jones knew exactly which buttons to push. Knew exactly what Wayne couldn't resist. His mother. Alone. In danger. Crying for her son. Whether that was true or not didn't matter. The image was enough. The possibility was enough. The guilt of not trying was too heavy to carry. Wayne heard himself say the words. Send the truck. Jones's voice brightened. You're making the right choice, Wayne. The loving choice. The revolutionary choice. I'll see you tonight. The line went dead. Wayne stood there holding the phone. His plane was taxiing away from the gate. His escape was leaving without him. He'd just chosen to go back. Chosen to return to prison. Chosen family over freedom. Chosen love over life. The truck arrived 2 hours later. 2 temple members. Young. Armed. Friendly faces. Welcome home, brother. Father Jim is so happy you're coming back. They drove in silence. 6 hours to Jonestown. Wayne watched the jungle pass. Watched civilization disappear. Watched his escape route reverse. Every mile taking him deeper into Jones's territory. Deeper into captivity. Deeper into the trap he just walked back into voluntarily. They arrived at Jonestown after dark. Jones was waiting at the pavilion. Arms open. Huge smile. "Wayne. My prodigal son returns." Loud enough for everyone to hear. Everyone to witness. Everyone to learn the lesson. People who leave come back. Escape is impossible. Jones is everywhere. Jones knows everything. Jones always wins. Wayne was embraced. Welcomed. Celebrated. His mother was there. Crying. Hugging him. "I was so worried. I thought I'd lost you. Thank God you came back." Her tears were real. Her relief was real. Whether she'd actually asked for him or whether Jones had manipulated her to didn't matter anymore. She was happy. That had to count for something. That night Wayne was assigned new quarters. Closer to the center. Closer to Jones's cabin. Closer to supervision. His movements were monitored. His work assignments changed. Less freedom. More oversight. More control. He'd been marked. Identified as flight risk. The invisible leash got shorter. The cage got smaller. He'd proven he'd run once. They'd make sure he couldn't run again. The next 4 months were psychological torture. Wayne knew he'd made a mistake. Knew he should have gotten on that plane. Knew he'd traded his life for a moment of guilt relief. But he was trapped now. Truly trapped. His mother was happy he was back. Jones kept him close. Guards watched him constantly. There was no second chance. No second escape. He'd had his opportunity and thrown it away. Now he'd die here. He knew that. Accepted it. Tried to prepare for it. The white nights continued. More frequent now. 2 per week sometimes. Jones more unhinged each time. Talking about the end. About enemies. About CIA attacks. About mercenaries. About the final choice. Wayne drank the practice poison each time. Waited to die each time. Each time Jones laughing. Not yet. But Wayne knew. Knew it was coming. Knew one night Jones wouldn't be joking. One night the poison would be real. One night there'd be no laughter. Just death. November 18, 1978. 5 months after Wayne returned. Congressman Leo Ryan visits Jonestown. Wayne tries to pass him a note. Tries to ask for help. But guards are watching. Jones is watching. Wayne's mother is watching. He can't risk it. Can't make her pay the price for his disloyalty. So he stays silent. Smiles for the cameras. Plays the happy member. Lets his last chance for rescue walk away. That night Ryan is killed at the airstrip. News spreads through Jonestown like fire. Jones calls everyone to the pavilion. Emergency meeting. Wayne knows what's coming. Knows this is it. The final white night. The one that's real. He looks for his mother. Finds her in the crowd. She's crying. Scared. But still believing. Still trusting Jones. Still thinking this is necessary. Still thinking revolutionary suicide is noble. Wayne wishes he'd gotten on that plane. Wishes he'd ignored the phone call. Wishes he'd saved himself. But he didn't. And now it's too late. The poison is distributed. Real poison this time. Wayne can tell by the smell. By the way people are actually dying. Not practice. Not drill. Real death. His mother drinks first. Willingly. Peacefully. Believing she's dying for the cause. For the revolution. For something meaningful. Wayne watches her die. Watches the woman he came back to save drink poison because Jim Jones told her to. Watches the guilt that brought him back become meaningless. She chose this. Would have chosen it whether he was here or not. He sacrificed his escape for nothing. Wayne's turn. Someone hands him a cup. He looks at it. Purple liquid. Death. He could refuse. Could fight. Could run even now. But where? The compound is surrounded. The jungle is watched. The defectors who tried to run were shot. There's nowhere to go. And he's tired. So tired. Tired of being trapped. Tired of guilt. Tired of regret. Tired of living with the knowledge that he had a chance and threw it away for a phone call. For manipulation. For love that wasn't enough to save anyone. He drinks. The poison tastes like grapes and chemicals and failure. Burns going down. His body rejects it. Tries to vomit. But there's too much. It's too strong. The cyanide binds. The cells suffocate. Wayne collapses. Lies next to his mother. Both dead. Both victims. Both people who could have escaped but didn't. Both people who chose family over freedom. Both people who learned too late that love can be a trap as effective as chains. Wayne Pietila died in Jonestown on November 18, 1978. 31 years old. 5 months after escaping. 5 months after the phone call. 5 months after choosing to return. His ticket to California was never used. Still in his bag. Still valid. Still representing the life he could have had. The escape that almost worked. The freedom he threw away. Because Jim Jones made a phone call. Used the right words. Pushed the right buttons. Made guilt stronger than survival. Made love more powerful than logic. Made Wayne choose death over abandoning his mother. Even though his mother chose death anyway. Even though coming back saved nobody. Even though the only thing Wayne's return accomplished was adding his name to the list of 909 dead. He had his ticket. Had his chance. Had his freedom. And he gave it back. For a phone call. For manipulation. For love. And it killed him.